welcome to 42, full 42. A bunch of geeks talking about geek stuff. We've got Grant Lyon here, Jawa, and Katia. Mike, why are you behind a Jawa?
Something
because
different.
he can.
That was a real good lesson in perspective right there, Mike. You did a real good job making that feel real big.
I tried.
Yeah,
That was the intent. Wearing a Supreme hat on a Jawa. You don't get that every day.
yeah.
Hey, Derek.
Hey, Derek.
Oh,
And-
somebody skipping their Monday night game group tonight. Grant is here to spend some time with us, talk about different stuff, social media, board games, maybe
So many
comedy.
things.
So many things.
Yes.
Hi, everybody.
And
Wow, everybody was
Alan
ready
and
to
the
jump
time
on.
change. That's right. He doesn't get the time shifting that we
the time change.
Oh, that's right.
get.
Don't mess with me.
Daylight savings that everybody wants to get rid of.
Yes, that would be
Yep.
great.
Yeah.
I'll be so happy.
Yeah.
When we went ahead earlier in the year, Alan almost missed the entire show.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You
Well,
know,
normally-
there is one state that doesn't have any daylight savings. Can anybody say what it is?
It's
No.
Arkansas,
Question.
Arizona.
Is it?
Arizona.
Arizona's the only one.
I knew it was one of the A's.
And I know that quite well because for half of the year, you know, it's not the same time, and half of the year it is. And so I was doing shows in Laughlin, Nevada, and the airport is 5 minutes from Laughlin, Nevada, but on the Arizona side, and I missed my flight.
Oh,
Because it was an hour difference, 5 minutes away. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm already paranoid with how the time changes and what does that really mean every single time, even with meetings, much less air flights and stuff. And Yeah.
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 I've missed
Oh,
flights
interesting.
for very silly reasons. I missed another flight because of daylight savings, where it was when I was like real poor and I literally slept in the airport. So I'm like sleeping next to the gate. Like I spent all night just sleeping in the airport, and the time changed in the middle of the night, but my phone didn't update.
Oh,
And so then I woke up and I was like, ready to get on my flight. And she was like, oh, it's already gone. And I was like, haha, that's a funny joke. I've been right here the whole time. And she was like, no, I'm serious.
Wow.
wait, I see a running. How many flights have you missed?
I've missed 3. I
Okay.
think.
We
I've
you
never
do
missed a
2 of them
flight.
already.
Yeah, but I fly a
You
ton.
fly a lot.
No.
Yeah.
true.
I mean, I'm flying 3 times a month, you know,
Ooh,
for many, many years. So, you know, missing 3, pretty good. I
No,
got to
it's
tell
not
you,
bad.
though, I'm at this point, I am pretty cocky when it comes to how early I get to an airport. I get to an airport about 50 minutes ahead of time, maybe 45 minutes ahead of time. I got my system. I'm TSA free. I don't check a bag. I'm like waltzing through. And so the third time I missed a flight was because I showed up to an airport, and I was about an hour in advance, and it was the craziest I've ever seen the airport. And I like came in, and they had a check-in of a lady employee right there at the front that was just greeting people before you even got in line, and she was like, "You've already missed your flight." And I was like, "What do you mean? I'm here an hour early." And she was like, "No, get in that line. There's no way you're making it."
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
didn't like the look of you.
Yeah, man, I
Yeah.
got tons of flying stories. One time I almost got arrested because I pushed a couch into a family bathroom to try to sleep in the family bathroom all night, and they got the sheriff on me. It was crazy. Like, wow, that really escalated.
What was the charge?
It was really dumb. This was not me missing a flight. My flight kept getting pushed back for weather. And then eventually they were like, it's not going to take off today. We'll book you on the 6 a.m. flight. But by that time, it was like midnight. So I was like, well, I'm not going to go get a hotel for like 4 hours. I'll just sleep here at the airport. And the lady, the gate agent, was like, oh, there's a couple of couches near this family bathroom area. That's a good place to sleep. And I was like, yeah, hook it up. Right on. But there was super bright fluorescent lights. And so there were 2 family bathrooms right there. And I was like, man, I can push this couch into one of them, turn off the lights, and actually get some sleep here. So that's what I did. I pushed one of the couches in the family bathroom, locked the door, and went to sleep. And then the janitor like knocked on the door, 2 hours later. It's like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., something like that. And he was like, do you have a couch in there? And I was like, yes. And he was like, okay. And I was like, is that a problem? Didn't say anything. Then 5 minutes later, pounding on the door, this is the sheriff's department. And I was like, for real? And they were like, you need to come out of there. And I was like, I opened the door and I was like, why? And they were like, you can't have a couch in there. And I was like, is that a rule? And they were like, you're not allowed to have a couch in there. And I was like, show me that there's a rule that I can't have a couch in here, and I'll push it out. And they were like, either you come out or we're going to arrest you. And I was like, why does it matter? I'll show you my flight. I will show you my flight. I will be out of here at 4:45 in the morning because my flight is at 6. And they were like, you can't be in there. And I was like, why not? And they were like, what if someone needs to use it? And I was like, you're telling me that you're expecting not one, because there's a second family bathroom. You're expecting 2 families to need the bathroom at the same time between 2:30 a.m. and 4:45 a.m. That is what you're trying to tell me. And she got the handcuffs and she was like, either you come out right now or I'm arresting you. And I was like, come on. All right. So, yeah. I don't
you got
authority.
You got arrested for that?
Yeah.
Almost arrested. You didn't get the handcuffs put on you, right?
No, not that time.
Gotcha. Okay.
That time.
Yeah.
So was there another time?
I've been arrested multiple times for fireworks.
Oh.
Fireworks.
Yeah, I love fireworks, dude. I've been handcuffed. I've been put in cop cars. I've had to go to court. I've had to do all that stuff for fireworks.
Wow.
Yeah. I didn't really mean to derail the show with all the times I've been arrested here right at the up.
That's how this show goes.
This
what
is
we
great.
do.
Yeah.
Either people tuned in early or they missed a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We didn't even go through the lightning round, and we're learning so much about you.
Yeah, fair. Yeah.
That's true. In fact, we should do the lightning round before we get answers to those questions,
This is true.
and then get back to random talk. Why don't I put you? So, if you haven't seen it before, I share my screen here by finding the correct buttons. Yep,
This is
there we
all
go.
very scientific, Grant.
It's all very scientific. So I have the scientifically proven. This is wrong. This is wrong. That's right. All right. I have the scientifically proven test.
Okay.
The lightning round. You'll be asked questions, and at the end of it, you will find out which fictional character you are most like.
Okay. All right. I like
No one's
this.
ever argued against it before.
Does
far as
anybody
I know.
have bets right now? Does anybody want to place bets on what I'm most like?
So yeah, that
I don't think we've seen all the answers there at the bottom.
yeah, not all of them. So yeah, in fact, I'll show you. It's basically this big tree structure, so you don't get to see all of the questions either.
Okay.
I'm gonna place my bets on Phoebe.
Buffet.
Oh, that's
Phoebe
interesting.
Buffet.
Okay.
That is one of them.
Okay. Very fun. Also, slightly kind of dumb character. I feel like you're calling me dumb. a little
No. She's
No, but I could see her getting arrested at an airport.
yeah.
bit. Yeah.
That's why I was going with that. And like I said, there's a lot of characters I don't know that are in there, but I know she's one of them. And I was like, yeah, I could see it.
Okay.
Probably not good with authority, too, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Correct.
All right, so first question is an easy one. Fantasy or sci-fi?
Fantasy. Though I will say I really like both.
But fantasy.
But fantasy.
Oh, sure. Lord of the Rings or Star Wars?
Lord of the Rings.
Doubling down on the fantasy.
Yeah.
Although I think Star Wars is fantasy in space. Always dance when you walk or sing when you talk?
Sing when I talk. I probably
Wouldn't
sing
that
more
mess
than.
with your stand-up comedy?
What's that?
Wouldn't that mess with your stand-up comedy?
I suppose, but I like singing a lot. I mean, I like dancing a lot too. These are hard.
Always sound like SpongeBob, or everyone sounds like SpongeBob.
I'm gonna go. Everyone sounds like SpongeBob because then I've got the greatest voice in the world.
That's true. Always wear a cowboy hat or a top hat
Top hat, easy.
with that mustache. Yeah.
Come on, fancy boy. I'm a fancy fella.
Role-playing game or escape room?
Role playing game.
That was fast. Have you ever
Yeah,
done
I'm
it?
not great at escape rooms. I'll do them, but boy, am I bad at them.
Fly but crash when landing, or look like anyone but 1 foot shorter.
I mean, what kind of crash are we talking about? Are we
I was
talking
thinking
about
like
when you
America's
walk away with
Greatest-
a good story? Are we talking about people dying?
No, I mean like you can fly
Yeah,
like Superman, but you always crash when you land.
but am I okay? Am I okay?
Sure.
Maybe a few scratches and bruises. Who
Well,
knows
then
what
I'm
you
gonna
break?
pick Fly. I can handle some scratches and bruises. You know how many times I run into things already? I'll be fine.
Especially how many times you fly, you said. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Save the world or rule the world?
Save the world.
Nope.
Well, you
No?
took me to rule the world.
Yeah,
Did I
other
take
way.
you
Man.
rule the world? Sorry, I was thinking what I would guess. It's the same thing, right? Save the world and rule the world. Spock or Chewbacca?
Chewbacca, he's got better friends.
That was the right
I
answer.
do like that you really thought about it, though.
Yeah.
Not get jokes or be the focus of every joke.
I mean, I kind of already am the focus of every joke, so I'm going with that one.
Wow. These were not changed for you, so it's great that you
Yeah.
got
No, other
Oh.
way.
Nope.
Throw
Other
away.
way.
One job, man. Yellow, red.
I'm trying I'm trying to get away from this one because the character you are most like. Oh, there you go.
Okay, so
Scientific.
but Cosmo, not Michael Richards, right? This is not
Right.
calling him
Right.
racist.
Right.
Not
Cosmo.
Michael
Thank
Richards.
you. I'm okay with the character, not the guy.
And you were pretty close, though.
Oh.
Wow.
Really
We're
close.
close.
Yeah.
So good guess there.
Wow.
Yeah. All right.
I don't think we've had a Cosmo Kramer before.
No, that was
I
new.
don't
There were a couple
remember him
questions
being
there
on
that
there.
were new.
No.
Really? Nobody's ever been Cosmo Kramer.
Mm-mm.
Come
Nope.
on.
The first.
That's pretty exciting. You know, I do a good impression of Kramer walking through a door. You know,
Yep.
I could do that. Really gotta.
Is that how you answered the bathroom door when the sheriff came knocking?
Yeah, for sure. You gotta puff up my hair first. You know, stuff. Yeah.
So for those who don't know who you are, since we haven't introduced everything that you do in the board gaming
Sure.
space,
Well, I feel like everybody knows what they need to know now after the
well,
speed round.
we all know some really interesting facts.
Yeah.
However, why don't you tell people what it is that you do in board gaming in case they don't know you, or even throw in stuff that people might just not know because you haven't really talked about it yet. Tell us what it is you do. Everything.
Man, okay, so I do a bunch of different stuff in the board game world now. I mean, that's I think a lot of us wear a bunch of different hats, right? And so I got a lot of hats. The thing I'm most well known for in board games probably is being one of the most followed people on TikTok for board games. So I imagine that's where most people know me from in this space. I go by Grant's Game Rex, and I've got 160,000 followers on TikTok and get over 1 million views a month on there and stuff. So
I just saw a post actually today about your video for Boop.
yeah,
from Smirk and Dagger or Smirk and Laughter, whichever label they're putting it under.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seemed to have blown up quite a bit.
Yeah. What's it at now? 1.1 million?
Yeah, look at that.
Yep.
That's pretty impressive.
It's awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So yeah, I mean, I pretty much put a video out every single day on TikTok, and have for a while. So, and then you can also, I have a Grant's Game Rex account on Instagram and stuff for those that aren't on TikTok. And I'm actually, decently active on YouTube as well. I got a YouTube channel called Grant Lyon, my name. And one of the things I do on my YouTube channel that people like is I do a monthly video on the best games coming to retail, which is a lot of work. That one video probably takes me 15 hours to do or something like that.
Wow.
With all of the research and emails and all of that sort of stuff. So, it's a pretty exhaustive monthly video on the best games coming to retail. There's so many people that are focused on Kickstarter releases and that sort of stuff. So I'm also not a big Kickstarter guy myself. I'm too impatient for it. I would rather just wait until the game is coming out and I'll just get it then. So that's, part of the reason I started doing the best games coming to retail. It's interesting though. None of this is how I started in board games though. I actually started as a designer. That was like my first foray into the world of board games. And the first times I was going to conventions was as a designer, trying to pitch a game concept. So I, in like 2016, maybe something like that, I have a buddy who had multiple games published before that, who approached me. He's not a comedian, but he knew I was a comedian, thought I was funny. We knew each other from like the world of film and stuff like that. And he was like, "Hey man, every game I've done to this point has been more of a, family strategy game, but I want to do like an adult party game. Would you be interested in working on something like that?" And I was like, that's not something I've really thought about doing, but I like creative stuff. I like using my creative brain in different ways. And he knew about the world a lot more than I did. So I was like, if I was like, I want to make a board game, I kind of would have nowhere to start. But because he knew it and had already done it, I was like, okay, that makes sense, because you can help me in this world and we'll work on this thing together. And so we started working on it. And then I think the first convention I went to was New York Toy Fair in 2018. And I remember him being like, "We should go to one of these like conventions to pitch the game." And I was like, "What? That can't be a thing." And he was like, "No, it's a big thing." And I was like, "Okay, whatever." And so I went to Origins and Gen Con and all those stuff for the first time in like 2018, and was like, "Oh my God, this is way bigger than I thought it was."
Mm-hmm.
I was at that point, I was already playing games, but not like, I was playing Code Names and Telestrations and Cash and Guns and things like that, so I wasn't really deep in the world yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess that's me in board games.
And now you'd also do shows at conventions. You do comedy shows at conventions as well.
Yeah. So, I started doing videos. Yeah, that's my game, Curmudgeon. This one's published by 25th Century Games. So then I didn't start making any videos about board games until the pandemic, when all my shows and all my tour dates got canceled and we were just playing games a lot with my roommates. I was like, oh, I should start making some videos like just for my Facebook friends and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly did not take it seriously. I had lights, had microphones, didn't use any of them. I was like, no, I'm not. What? This is not. I'm just doing this for like my Instagram stories and stuff. And people were like, man, these are pretty good. Like you You think I need to have a photo on there? I have like a logo, like a lion logo.
I have a photo.
Do you have a photo? Is a photo better than a logo thing?
Sure. I mean, you're on a bunch of shows and TikTok and all that anyway. So
I guess that's true. So yeah, well, I started making videos, and then kind of as a thought experiment in like 2021, I was like, I wonder if I could write a whole hour of comedy on board games. Not really thinking that I could, do this at shows, but more just like, I wonder if I could do that. I wonder if I could write a whole hour show just all based on board games and that sort of stuff. And over the summer 2021, I hosted this online board game design conference. And I told when they asked me if I wanted to like be the MC of it, it was over hour sessions. Like, it was like Thursday, Friday, Saturday for 1 hour a day for 3 different weekends. And I was like, I'll host it if you let me do 5 minutes of comedy at the start of every show. Because, going up and doing it the first time, never having said this stuff before, doing an hour, I was like, I don't know if I could even pull that off. But doing it this way, I could just do it like 5-minute chunks at a time and just see if I had anything, just see if it was like funny, if people liked it. And people really liked it. And I was like, oh, cool. I think I have something here. And so then the first time I did it live was in like September 2021. And then, now I've started doing it at a lot more conventions and that sort of stuff. So I'll be doing it twice at BGG Con this upcoming week, or I guess this week since it's Monday.
This week.
So, I'll be doing it Thursday and Friday night at BGG Con. So,
are you doing it in a room, or are you doing it like
they
out in
have
the lobby? Or
no, they have some special
oh,
room performance area.
are people going to be playing games while you do it, or is it just like
It would be
actual
a separate
nightclub?
room
Okay.
where I mean, it wouldn't go over well if it was like people playing games and I was just interrupting people. I don't think that would make anybody happy. There's plenty
They're
of
like,
times,
I'm trying to think of my turn. Shut up.
yeah, and there's plenty of times you have to do that sort of stuff when you're a new comedian, and I like to refer to it as ambush comedy. Where it's like people are just eating a meal, and then you're like, "Who's ready for comedy?" And everybody's like, "Nobody's ready for comedy. We don't want this." And then you got to do a show,
It's funny because Chris says he would be the kind who'd be like, shut up, I want to take my turn, where I would be watching the show and then people would be like, Katya, it's your turn. Wait, what? Because I'd be watching that instead.
Yeah.
Different styles of gaming.
It would make nobody happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, it's more like take a break from gaming and come do a show for an hour,
That's cool.
Yeah.
So when you do your content, like your videos, you said earlier, like on TikTok, you post every day.
Yes.
What do you post about typically? And like how long do these clips take you? Because you said like the one that you do monthly is like a 15-hour kind of videos between the research and everything. Right. Yeah. So the ones on TikTok, like how much work is it to make one of those?
I mean, a couple hours usually. So, that's not including the time it takes to like play a game, learn a game, that sort of stuff. I refuse to make content for anything I haven't played. Not calling out anybody specifically. I don't know if anybody else does that, but for me, it's very important to actually play the games that I make stuff about, because then I'm just going to like be able to say what I think is good about it and what's unique about it and why somebody would like it. I'm a firm believer that there's a game for everybody, right? And different people are going to like different games. We all come across games where I'm like, I just don't think this is a good game. But there's plenty of games where even if I'm like, you know what, I don't know that I'm going to play this all the time, but I can see why somebody would, then I'll still make content for it. So really then it's like not including the time it takes to play it and stuff like that. Then it's like the time to just think up what I want to say about it, to actually shoot it. I have a little studio where I film a bunch of stuff, then editing it. Sometimes it takes longer when there's a ton of components and you're trying to get all this stuff. But how do you boil down? I just made a video for Mosaic, which is a hugely, complex, vast game. How do you do that in a minute? Right? How do you can't say everything. So what's important to say?
Right.
So, yeah.
And did you already have editing skills prior to starting this, or is that something that you researched and like during the pandemic when you had time, you're like, well, I'm going to need to figure out how to do this? Like,
I've always been what I call myself is I'm a good rough cut editor, and for TikTok, that's kind of all you need to be. And so, yeah, I used to edit my own YouTube videos and all that sort of stuff, but I was like somebody that's like, I could go into iMovie and chunk it up and make it, workable. It's not going to be like professional quality or anything like that. But honestly, for TikTok, that's one of the nice things about it is TikTok doesn't want like super professional quality. If you're doing everything in like super high grade studio, people are almost go like, what's this guy trying to hide? What's he pushing? People have this idea, like they want on TikTok in particular, people want authenticity. And authenticity to them means like, oh, you're just a guy that likes a thing. So you don't have an agenda or anything like that, And so, yeah. That's on YouTube, I would never just do videos like this, but that's what I do for TikTok because it feels more personal.
Well, there you go. The question.
Yeah, I do occasionally do videos for the Dice Tower. I just am busy and haven't had the time to do as many as I want to do. I'm also doing a monthly video for Rado Runs Through channel. So yes, I'm still officially like part of the Dice Tower cadre or whatever. I just haven't done too many videos.
From the breakfast one, right?
Yeah. Board Game Breakfast.
Breakfast.
Yeah.
And what is it that you do with Rado for those that haven't seen your videos?
I do a monthly video on the top 5 games I played every month. So I'm sure as with you all, we all play games quite regularly. And so I'm usually playing somewhere between 20 and 25 new games for the first time every month. And so,
hey, Roberto.
Nice to see you. Thanks for being here. So yeah, then it's just like talking about the top 5 of those 20 to 25 that I played, and I make it very silly and in my own voice, and I give my whole idea with most of my content is like give real information done in a silly way, and so that's what I do with my Rado video too. It's I talk about really what is good about a game, but then I also have like dumb characters on the game in the video that I'm like talking to and stuff, Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah. It's fun to do a bunch of characters. It also makes it a lot of work for that video because I got to do all these character stuff and do all these costume changes and
So what are you getting from all of this? Like you're getting an audience and all of that stuff, but is that just the goal? Just have fun with it, gain an audience, or are you directing it a certain way? What are you doing for that?
Well, my big ultimate goal is I'm going to shoot my board game comedy hour as a special and put out a board game comedy special. And so some of it's all just building audience and community for when I want to do that.
Nice.
I don't want to just put it out there because, not in like a braggy way or anything, but just like I don't think there's anybody else that can do that show other than me. There aren't people with the comedy background and the gaming background
that
I have, and so I don't want to just like put it out there and go, oh, whatever. It's like I'm being fairly protective of it. People will keep being like, when can we see the show? Like, I want to see the show. When are you going to put it online? And I'm like, well, one, I want to do a bunch of live shows first. I'm not putting it online until I've done a ton of different live shows and stuff like that, and then eventually I will put it online.
So that's why you're doing it at conventions. You're basically putting it through the run through of seeing what sticks.
Yeah, I mean, I'm rewriting the show all the time and stuff, cutting jokes that don't work, adding stuff, figuring out order, all that sort of stuff.
Are you going to have jokes that? Sorry, are you going to have jokes that run their like kind of lose time because not lose time, but like a couple of years ago, a joke about Gloomhaven would really kill or something, but now so many new people and all that stuff. You know what I mean?
I mean, most of the show intentionally is not about specific games, but more about the culture of playing games. Because specific games, that excludes plenty of people. Even like I would like this to be also something that brings more people into board games. And so if I'm talking about the minutia of terraforming Mars, there's a lot of people that aren't going to get that. Even there's people that really love board games that aren't going to get that because they didn't like that game or they never played that game or whatever. And so even when I talk a little bit about a specific game, I'll give a minute description of the game. And then it's more about the story of something that happened or something like that than it is about the actual game.
Right.
So,
Smart.
So, yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. But it's, and the reality is also, I would like to, if I shoot it as a special, it will be an hour special, which really needs to be somewhere about 50 minutes of jokes, because we'll do like an opening thing and a closing thing, probably at a convention, maybe me going around doing some stuff at a convention, playing some games with people, all that sort of stuff. A lot of time, maybe we'll do a sketch up front, that sort of thing. And then 50 minutes of real jokes and then a whole outro. Once I do that, once that lives online, I can't ever do those jokes in person again.
Right.
So really what I would like to have is 2 hours worth of material before I do the special, because then I can then use the special to then go out with this other hour. It's not the easiest to write that much material about one very specific topic. I mean, my normal stand-up, I can do that. I would say right now I have 80 minutes about board games that I feel very happy about.
That's really good.
That's halfway to a second show,
From what I've seen on YouTube, I've never seen you live or anything, but from what I've seen on YouTube, a lot of yours come across as like stories that you've been involved with. So is that kind of what you're basing a lot of it off of?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I'm pretty personal on stage. I mean, the idea is to do things that are very personal to me, but then make them universal in experience.
So people can relate.
Yeah.
And be like, exactly. Oh my God, I know what you're talking about. And then they find it funny because
For sure. Yeah. I mean, I think that's what good stand-up does. Yeah. My wig budget. Well, so that I have bought a few wigs specifically for some of the board game videos, but I also, spent a lot of years doing sketch comedy stuff. So I have a ton of wigs already. I have literally bins full of like costume stuff.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Do you have a patron that people can subscribe to help you,
I literally just started a Patreon 1 week ago.
Out of here.
I didn't even tell you this. This is just the serendipitous right now.
Oh, wow. Well, we need that link. I'll add it to the description.
Yeah, it's just patreon.com/BrantzGameRex.
There you go. Yeah, we'll put it in the description later. But yeah, that's awesome. Because I figured like between the time that you spend doing what you do, the props, like the wigs that you get or whatever else, like it is time consuming to do those videos, I'm sure. So
yeah, for sure. It's taking
BGG Con BGG Con is where you're doing your first show, right?
Yeah, I'm doing it twice this week. I will be there. I'll be doing it on Thursday at 8 p.m. and Friday at 7 p.m.
Okay. Oh, and we have a question from Kabuki Kid.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right
it was the board game of your childhood. Oh, that's a good one. Board game that pulled you into a hobby. Those could be different ones.
The board game that I would say pulled me in as a kid is not really a board game, but I'm going to say it anyways, was Magic the Gathering. I got into Magic in like 1994 when I was like 10 years old, something like that. And I was pretty into Magic for a bunch of years. I got out of it once I got into high school and stuff like that, and don't really play at all anymore. But I still have a lot of my old Magic cards and stuff like that. But that was the one that like really kind of pulled me in. You know, before that, we were playing a lot of card games and classic games. And thank you, thanks for counting it. But yeah, I mean, that was the one that like that I think like opened me up to like the world of modern games a little bit. But then when I left, you know, once I got into high school, I was focused on sports and other things and stuff like that. So I wasn't playing that many games. The game that probably pulled me back into modern board games was Codenames.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. In like 2016, 2017, some stuff like that. That was what my buddy started hosting game nights for comedians in Los Angeles. And, you know, I still, you know, I still love Codenames. And part of the reason I really love it is because it feels like it can be a game for any group, right? It can be what you need it to be. It can be like a silly, fun, make fun of each other type of game. It can be like a really quiet, thinky game. It just works for all different types of people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've played Codename Pictures with a group of people before that half of them had never played board
Yeah.
games. And we all had so much fun. So I see what you mean.
That's
Yeah.
a good one.
Yeah, Codenames is a great gateway game. I think it's brought a lot of people into the hobby that way. Yep.
Mhm.
I think so too. I mean, and it's one that's like really, you know, expanded beyond the just gamers, right? It's like it's in popular lexicon now. I feel like you walk down the street, most people have heard of Codenames.
It's a good. I mean, the fact that I think it was one of the ones that kind of broke the Target and Walmart shelves, right? That kind of opened up the floodgates for hobby games to get on those shelves.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess Catan was really the first one to kind of do that, but then it kind of sat there by itself for a while. I felt like people started spotting Codenames in the wild in mass marketplaces.
Yeah, I mean, I would say it was Catan, and then it was Carcassonne, and then it was Ticket to Ride,
That's right.
and
Yeah.
then probably Codenames after that, though, if you want to go like chronologically.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
really expanded it.
Jeez.
And so
Yeah.
we talked about you said that you came into the hobby or the modern board gaming with design, and you've had one that's published. So what like do you have anything else you're working on that you can talk about?
Oh, yeah. I got one that's coming out from Deepwater Games
Ooh.
next year in 2023. I don't know when in 2023, but it is supposed to come out in 2023, called Drawkward. It's like a mix of drawing and awkward. Drawkward.
Oh, fun.
So yeah, it's a fun game. And I'm terrible at drawing, so it's a drawing game you don't have to be good at drawing.
I was gonna say, is it something that you think we'll be able to play eventually on here? Like, is
Oh,
this
yeah,
the kind of
for sure.
platform? Nice.
Oh, cool.
Basically everybody gets a noun and an adjective, and then you have to draw that, but we're all doing it simultaneously, so we all have our own, you know, personal prompts. And then your drawing gets passed, and a question card comes up, and you have to answer a question based on the drawing that you now hold. So it'll be like, what was this person's New Year's resolution? or
Oh my God, nice.
person's nickname in high school, and so you're just making up something based on the drawing that you didn't know what they were trying to draw or anything.
That's cool.
That's cool.
It's fun.
That's
Yeah. And then I actually I'm looking up here because I have prototypes sitting right here. I mean, I can show you if you want.
As long as you won't get in trouble.
No, well, some of these aren't signed. So
There you go. Show them off.
Ooh,
well,
let me see. Let me see.
yeah, the nice thing about this is I feel like this is educational in the sense that like you can see how different stages of things are going. Like this is a nice prototype with a nice box, and it looks like a finished game almost. Like look at the back of that; it looks nice. And then also this is a prototype right here. Just here in a Ziploc bag with markers and stuff. So different stages of development here. So yeah, it's interesting. I've got like 5 real games that I'm pitching, and then 2 more that I only pitch to very specific people because they're like based on internet trends, and like Spin Master wants games based on internet, so it's like, oh, I have this idea, I'm taking it just to them, sort of thing.
Right.
Yeah. So, but these ones are like available. I mean, Christian has seen both of these.
Yep. Yeah, I played them, and
Yeah.
I even tried to get one pushed through whenever I was at a certain place that I'm not anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know how
We're
much I
gonna
can
keep
say.
that vague.
I don't know how much I can
For those
say.
that
I
are
don't
new.
want to mess with anything. So
No
but
one
yeah.
knows where you used to work, Chris.
Yeah.
yeah, I highly recommended it. So
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. I feel like it's interesting because I have 2 games right now of those 5 that I'm like, these will for sure get signed by somebody. You just can kind of tell how people respond to stuff. And then other ones where I'm like, I don't know. Like, I think this is very fun and I think it should be made, but it doesn't feel like people are jumping at it as much. Whenever we play test and stuff, anybody that plays it really enjoys it. Like, so I know that there's a good game there, but in a pitch, people don't walk away being like, "That's the one," or whatever. So then,
well, is it because you think it's either the game or that it's the marketability of it? Because whenever you're on the other side as a publisher and you're looking at stuff, half the thing is it a fun game, but the other half is, will it do well in the market?
for
And
sure,
will people see that?
yeah. I don't know. It's funny. The one it's this Monster Smash one. Of the 3 that I'm talking about, this one is probably my personal favorite, and I think the one least likely to get signed.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
Say, we're being told that there's a mic looping audio issue. I don't hear it on my end.
I can hear myself coming out of somebody else's.
Might be mine. Hold on. Let me see.
It's probably Chris's.
I'm gonna take the I'm gonna take the chance to mute myself.
Well, I muted myself to see if we got rid of this the audio issue.
I think he doesn't want us to hear the horn blowing.
Yeah, on camera. I don't get embarrassed.
It's
That'll be a
okay.
gift at some point.
You'd be in a weird occupation if you get that easily embarrassed, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Oh, that kind of makes me wonder. Since you started the show with like crazy stories, and you said some of them have gone out there, but now I have to ask. So, what is the most embarrassing thing that's happened to you?
Ever?
Yeah.
Ooh, I wouldn't answer that.
Boy, yeah, because I'm like, I don't get embarrassed that much. So things that other people would be embarrassed about, am I that embarrassed of? What's yours, Christian? You go, and I'll think of mine.
I just said I wouldn't answer that.
Oh, you wouldn't? I thought
Well,
you
you're
were going to have
embarrassed.
a great story here.
No. Hey, they wouldn't be great stories anyway, and they'd be whenever I was like a kid. Like, I ended up in the wrong class for an hour and didn't say anything. Stuff like that.
I'll say the second time I got arrested for doing fireworks was kind of embarrassing, just because like it was early at a party and they made me sit handcuffed on a curb like outside of this party for like an hour. So then people were constantly coming to the party and being like, "Why is Brandon handcuffed right there?" And so I just had to see all of my friends walk past me as I was just sitting on a curb in handcuffs for like an hour. So that was pretty embarrassing.
I thought you were going to say the second time you got arrested for fireworks was embarrassing because it was the second time and you hadn't learned your lesson from the first time.
No, it was a dumb. I mean, the second time, the first time I got arrested, I totally deserved it. I was like drunk and I had a bad day and I was shooting Roman candles at cars coming down the street.
I'd do it.
Yeah. So totally deserved that one. But the second one was just dumb luck. It was at this party and it was like 6 p.m. and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go grab the fireworks out of my car. I'm parked a block away. I'm just gonna go grab them to have them ready." And I had too many to fit like in the bag or whatever, so I just had fireworks sort of spilling out of my arms. And I closed the trunk of my car and step up on a sidewalk and bump into a police officer who just happens to be walking down the sidewalk at the same time. So I literally just like turned and I'm like, "Oh," and he's like, "Take a seat, son." And I was like, "Oh man!" Like,
Oh wow! So you didn't even light them?
no, I hadn't even lived. That's what my lawyers argued in that like they're because they charged me with a felony.
Oh wow!
Originally because the city of Santa Cruz bumped the charge up on 4th of July to a felony to try to discourage people from doing fireworks. And so they charged me with something like possession with intent to do something. And his whole argument was like, they were all wrapped, they were all in packaging. You can't prove intent. Like,
it could have been for a future date.
yeah,
you were
like
just
I
bringing them over.
didn't get caught doing them. They were all, and so I only got a misdemeanor, but yeah, it's still dumb, still kind of embarrassing to get arrested for fireworks.
It's strange. I don't think people get arrested here for fireworks. Well, people don't get arrested in Texas for wearing swords, so that's different. But
it's also a very like state by state thing, right? There are plenty of states where fireworks are legal. California, with our wildfires, not one of them.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
makes sense.
Yeah.
So,
well, yeah.
Was that embarrassing enough for you?
I mean, I wouldn't want to be in that situation. So, yeah, I think so. I think that counts.
I think having to sit on the curb for an hour while all people that you know are going to this party is probably, it's not the getting arrested for it, it's having to sit there for it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah,
I had to sit there for a long, and that cop was such a jerk. I was like, I remember saying to him, I was like, "It's 4th of July. Can't you just take the fireworks and let me go?" And he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna take the fireworks."
Oh my god!
What a jerk.
Just mad he had to work on the 4th of July.
Yeah.
Totally.
Should we jump into the game?
Yeah, I think we need to start drawing some silly things.
Ooh.
I can't find my game, so I just got this giant thing. So I'm going to be drawing big.
Right,
Nice.
that's gonna be awesome.
I'm just drawing on the very small square from the one expansion.
Ooh, this is cold.
Look at that. Matchy matchy.
Yeah.
This is unwieldy. I don't know if this is a good idea.
So for those who aren't familiar with monstrosity, is Michael will be describing some monsters, and we
Speaking
have
of
to
people
draw
there.
them. We don't. Oh, by the way, Grant, we don't quite follow the rules.
Okay.
We give ourselves a minute to draw, and we don't get to see the picture ever. Basically, we're just going off the description,
Okay.
and then we show our image, and then he gives us points or not.
Okay.
Well, he'll show it after we.
He'll finally show us the image after we're done drawing, but we don't ever get to see it whilst or before drawing.
Yeah.
That's how we play it.
Okay.
Yeah, we play it just for the way it works here. I'm just setting up my timer. All right. So for those that don't know, again, speaking of Monstrosity, by Deepwater. This is the new edition with new monsters, new things in it. These lovely people will listen to me talk for a minute. I will describe something like this as best as I can to them. They will draw what I'm saying to the best of their ability, and then we will reveal each one of the drawings, however you want to reveal it. And then based on a very, very important algorithm on my side, I will award points, which I guess I could keep track of.
You probably should, because it gets pretty competitive.
It does.
And you guys do just a minute of description, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the basic rules are a little different, right? You have a certain amount of time to look at it, and then you have a certain amount of time to describe it. We do it different.
Yeah.
We
Normally
look
it's
at it
2
for
minutes.
a minute.
Boy.
The what?
Yeah. I said normally it's 2 minutes. You get 2 minutes to draw. Now we're doing a
Not
minute.
here.
Yeah.
You have 1 minute.
All
We
right.
You're
like,
actually-
we like the mayhem.
Yeah, and you're stepping into the game with without someone who's going to spend 10 to 15 seconds of that minute just going okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking. Go back and watch some of the other episodes. So yeah, I'll hit the timer. I'll have a minute to describe. Pens down, and then you'll reveal them, and we'll give out points accordingly. And I'm gonna shuffle so you guys know I'm not cheating. And then we'll do 10, so the best of 10 with a tiebreaker if needed.
Also, I mean, I don't want to like call you out. It would be very easy to shuffle and then have a couple of them off camera that you just pull.
See, you are getting called out for cheating.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Why do you got to give out my secrets, Grant?
Yep.
Not nice.
You got those off to the side that we talked about before the show, right?
Sure. Yeah. Yep.
You showed me those.
Yeah, fair warning. Chris is an artist, so he's pretty good at drawing.
Okay. There's our
That puts
thing.
pressure on. I don't like that.
Was that a gong?
I thought I heard a gong.
Sorry, no, that was me hitting the mic stand.
Oh,
Sounded
wow.
like a gong.
But now that I know it sounds like a gong, now I got a gong.
That could be your buzzer for some of our.
So just know I got a gong.
Oh,
Yeah, the buzzer is me punching the mic.
That's
Wasn't like
great.
that.
That won't cause any problems at all in the future. All right. So just so you know, I'm not cheating.
Why should we ask you about American presidents?
Oh, I love history. I know a lot about American presidents. And stuff.
Really?
So yeah, I mean, you want to ask me about stuff, you know?
I don't
No,
even
but
know
you-
enough to ask
Be
about.
there. You should be
Who's
there.
the
when
only
we do the
president
trivia.
that speaks English as a second language, huh? You guys want to answer that? We got one president that spoke English as a second language. I'm doing this one for you, Katya.
I'm Canadian.
I know.
No idea. Who would that be?
Yeah.
No, nobody.
No.
Martin Van Buren grew up speaking Pennsylvania Dutch.
Oh,
Our 8th president. Uh-huh.
8th
I-
president.
Mhm.
I know them up to the 4th. So.
Donnie knew the answer. Good for you.
Oh,
Really?
Johnny's-
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, there
Wow.
you go.
Yeah.
Anybody know there's only one president to take up arms in defense of the United States while they were president?
FDR.
Nope.
Yeah, I would have said FDR.
I don't know.
Teddy.
It is James Madison, our 5th president during the War of 1812. The War of 1812 came right through Washington, D.C., Took a couple of guns, went out there. You know?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Well, we know what we're doing next time we're on the show.
So
could
we're
go
doing
for
it.
hours.
What you're saying is that next time we're doing a Canadian trivia, right? Right?
Sure.
What's happening?
Happily.
We'll have to do that.
Nice.
One. Wow. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Let's get going.
You ready?
Yes.
Yep.
Any questions?
No.
Yeah. What's it look like?
Good. You ready? Well, I'm gonna tell you that now. All right.
Set
I'm gonna
your
hit the
timer.
button. I got the timer for 1 minute. Are we haven't we done it longer than a minute?
No.
It's always been, I thought Chris gave himself more time during one of them.
No.
All right. That's fine.
We used to do it at 30 seconds, and we moved it up to a minute.
Yeah, 30 seconds is ludicrous. All right, ready?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, first one. Wow. So think of a transformer. It's got a samurai-looking helmet on its head, with like, I don't know, a Darth Vader breathing mask on it. Its left arm is punching straight forward. Its right arm looks like a waffle iron with the ability to shoot rockets out of the center. Its body, yep. Its body has this Krang-like feature from the Ninja Turtles. It's a green alien-looking head inside a circle where its belly would be. It's got four legs. It's got 4 legs that look like exhaust pipes going. Like its body. It's got a circle. It's got a green alien head in its body, in a circle in its like where its belly button would be, and then it's got 4 legs going down to the ground that look like exhaust pipes. That's a minute.
Well,
Oh my God.
What? It's insane.
That's a minute.
The waffle iron. That was not.
Yeah, the waffle iron is what really.
I'm also describing it to create fun images as well. So,
Great.
All
Ooh,
right.
that's a nice one.
I feel like that's not even close.
It's a lot closer than you think. That one's good. I like the
No,
cat
it's not.
ears.
you don't have to.
Oh, Chris, get out of
I
here.
mean, that's not even fair.
Trying to get the glare off.
Oh man. All right. Yeah.
It's Chris.
So what are we giving? What are the points before I show this and start giving them out? Are we doing a 3, 2, 1 so everyone gets points?
Yeah, do
Sure.
that.
Is that fair? All right.
Sure.
I like that.
So, oh man.
You got to show the picture. Show us what we're.
Yeah, I know. I'm still trying to figure before I show. I'm still trying to figure out. I think it's going this way. Okay. So here's the image.
Ooh,
Oh, so there's no actual rocket. Okay.
No, but you see,
Waffle
it's got like
maker.
the ability to shoot rockets in the center,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
The waffle
Ah.
iron wasn't bad.
waffle iron.
Like it looks like a waffle iron.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
You guys did well though. I don't necessarily know about Chris's head.
I mean, you said it was a samurai thing with a Darth Vader mask breathing part. Yeah.
It doesn't look like yours too much.
I mean, you didn't even mention eyes. I just threw those
I
on.
didn't. I got a minute, man. I'm trying to get the whole body out there. There's times where you don't even get a limb. So
Grant, we need to see your picture again so he can.
Yeah, I didn't get one of the limbs on there. I didn't have time.
yeah, there's no time. All right, so it's 3, 2, 1. Chris, Katya, and Grant.
There we go.
All right.
I will be
Not
in
happy
the
about
rear this whole game.
I'm not happy about it.
Nah.
That's what it is.
I
All right.
think that Chris purposefully couldn't find his games.
Yeah.
Says I want to crush you people.
That's true. I'm still. All my games are still in moving boxes, so-
Super fun.
How convenient is that?
except for the ones behind me that I've gotten in Kickstarters and that pay the bills.
There you go. Donnie approves of our point system.
I like people are calling out my waffle iron. Like it's not that. It looks. I mean, it could be a pencil sharpener. I see it closing
I guess
itself.
if you had said it like an open waffle iron, that would have helped.
Okay, all right, duly
Yeah.
noted. Be
For
more
now on,
descriptive.
all waffle iron items should be noted if they're open or closed.
Closed
Yeah.
or open waffle irons. All right, I will make a note of that and
New rule.
move along.
Thank you.
Ready for number 2?
Yes.
Yep.
If this has anything that resembles a waffle iron, I am just going to focus on the waffle iron and nothing
Yeah.
else in the picture.
Great.
Okay,
And the
we're
fact
gonna
that it is
draw waffle
open.
irons.
The
Open
fact
or
that it is
closed?
open.
I will refresh the open or closed waffle iron for sure. Okay, ready?
Yep.
Next. Don't even know what the fuck this is. It's like a giant snake. It's obviously made out of metal. Not obviously, it's made out of metal. Its head's got one eye in the center and 5 sharp teeth coming out. And then it's got 2 tusks coming out of either side, basically, of its mouth. It's got 3, think Stegosaurus plates on its back, but horizontally, not vertically. It's got 2 giant robot claws coming out, one on either side as its hands, and then as its feet or body or legs that are going behind it, there's 5 different pods connected by tubing that go to like a pig-looking tail.
What?
Yep.
Can you repeat the legs?
Repeat all
It's
that.
like a centipede kind of looking leg, 5 of them connected by a tubing, and then that's it. The pigtail
Fuck.
at the end.
Wow.
Yep.
That was
I
awful.
started off so confidently.
Yeah, same. The beginning, I was like, "Oh, I got this,"
Yeah.
and then it was
I'm
like,
trying-
"What?"
I'm trying to go top bottom, like head to bottom, but I don't know how long that's gonna last.
I missed the one part because I was focused on the changing the orientation of those Stegosaurus scales that you said not vertically, horizontally. I'm like, fuck. And then I'm changing it, and then you're describing something else, and I missed that.
I heard him say not horizontal. I just passed that. I don't know.
Yeah, that's not horrible. It's got 1 arm instead of 2, but okay. Oh wow.
Yeah, it's because I missed the other arm. But I got the centipede legs, right?
Oh, fuck. Yeah, you do. And you got the plates.
I don't have a pig
No, shut up.
anything. You said something looked like a pig. I don't know what.
The
What's
tail.
it supposed to look like?
Oh,
Hold
I
on.
mean,
I'm
I
gonna
got
do
a
my
little
points.
curly cute tail, pigtail at the bottom.
Yeah.
If you show us a picture, we can make arguments for our own.
this is
I'm not.
correct.
That's what I don't want to do is listen to your arguments. I want to do my point system first, and then you guys can complain about it.
But our arguments can save points.
But look
No
at
arguments.
it. Look at
No arguments. All right, I got my points down. You ready?
Yep.
Oof.
Holy
Whoa.
shit.
See the pigtail?
Whoa.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't see the centipede things.
On the bottom.
Hey, he's
there.
got waffle irons for arms.
There's no waffle irons in this one.
Those are like pliers. Did you
Yeah,
see
they're
something
like
about
pliers.
pliers?
I
Yeah,
never said anything about pliers.
but I do have the little gear right there. Little.
I mean, I see it. I think
Yeah, I think Chris still has it.
no. I actually gave Chris 1 point for this one.
What?
Oh, wow.
What?
Well, I don't know what's going on the bottom there. It looks like Jack and the Beanstalk coming out of the ground.
You said he had like 5 legs.
No,
I mean,
but
5
you have like
pods connected
something
by
separate.
tubes. Yeah, they were all separate. Yeah. All right. So Grant's got 3 on that one.
What?
Nice.
Kathy's got 2, and Chris has 1.
That's a real pity thing for me being the guest. You know,
It was
I
the pigtail. It was the pigtail.
appreciate
You had the
Pigtail
pigtail,
nailed
you had the snake, you had the teeth.
It sealed the deal. Yeah. All right. I got to open my phone again. All right. Number 3. Everybody ready? I agree,
Nope.
Steven. Best pigtail. Oh, see. That's what happened.
You said.
The one time I go to do it. All right, good.
Yep.
All right, number 3.
Let's do it.
Someone had all right, here we go. Fucking Christ. So it's overall it's like a dog. It's got 4 legs that look like almost spider legs. Remember, these are all robotish. Its body is kind of like a terrarium. It's a clear terrarium. It's got a few mushrooms in there. There's a bee, like a bumblebee.
Is it like
Inside
a square?
It's got a sloping hill made of dirt, which looks like sand, I guess. Coming off its body, there's a neck that's segmented. It's just like a long giraffe neck that's going out to the side. It's segmented, and then its head. Shit, you see one eye on its side. It's a side profile. It's got 2. I don't even know what the hell they're called. I don't even know what you'd call them. Spiky kind of things. One's coming out of the top of its head, moving forward. One or pointing forward. Fuck you. Fuck.
What was in the terrarium?
I'll
Mushrooms.
tell you.
I heard that.
Yep.
I heard mushrooms in a sloping hill.
Yep. And a bumblebee.
Shit, I forgot the mushrooms.
Jesus. Yeah, that's a good one, Chris. I mean, that is a giraffe neck.
You said giraffe neck.
That is a
Segmented
giraffe
giraffe
neck.
neck.
I'd already drawn my neck.
Oh, man. All right. We're in.
Mine's very lifelike. See it dance?
Oh, wow.
Aww. He's so
Dog-like.
cute.
There's your terrarium. Yeah, it looks like a dog.
What kind of dog do you?
I see 4 legs and a neck with a head. It looks like a dog to me.
So the way you describe a dog is 4 legs and a neck.
So
I mean, that's not how I described it. I said it was dog-like, which I don't think you can argue.
I mean, Chris definitely has the legs, but Grant has the neck figured out and the
I
aquarium
didn't get
thing.
the neck.
And the spike coming out of the top. I didn't get the spike on
Yeah.
the bottom, but the one eye, the profile, the terrarium with the sloping hill.
Yep.
Grant's got the mushrooms. Katsia's got the bee.
I
Chris
don't
has
have
nothing.
anything in my terrarium. Just sand.
Oh, Steven, my boat's there. That's our little 42 boat, Grant.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's fun.
All right, so
sand
that's
brick.
what it's supposed to look like. You guys did well. But you got the same points as last round. Grant's got 3, Katsia's got 2, Chris has 1.
Wow.
It's because I didn't have anything in my terrarium, right?
And also you look like the target dog. The mascot.
I like the target dog. He's adorable.
Yeah, sure, but that wasn't this at all.
That's
All
because
right.
that's not a dog.
Number 4, ready? All erased, ready to go?
I like that you've replaced all your ums and ahs with just swearing, straight up swearing.
That's kind of what I do. All right, number 4. Oh, my ear just started ringing. Wow.
I hope that's not coming out of our time.
No, I haven't hit it yet.
Okay.
I also hope your ears are fine. Jeez.
My ear's okay, but it's probably you cursing me. Ready? Go. All right. This is fucked. So this is like a pin cushion. Think of a giant pin cushion, segmented kind of pin cushion as you would think. And the pins are almost like the tops of light bulbs. It's just a circle. It's not that teardrop kind of light bulb shape. They're just round in different sizes. But they'd be what you'd think a light bulb would look like. It's got like the filament on the inside. And there's
On the cushion?
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 of them in different sizes all over the top of the pin cushion.
Oh,
There's-
just on the top? Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
I mean, anywhere. There's
What are they?
what I can only describe as an outlet with 2 plugs on one of the panels.
Where are
and
the
then,
panels?
like the segmented panels of the pin cushion. Every time you ask me a question, it takes up room.
Yeah.
And then it's got 2 different kind of circular magnets as legs, like the traditional red with the white tip magnets as legs. That's a minute.
There's no head.
I described what I see.
Is a pin cushion round? Ooh, that looks. Is that what a pin cushion looks like?
We'll
That's what
see.
mine
No
looks
clue.
like.
I just made like a ball of yarn with stuff coming off of it. Does a pin cushion look like a pumpkin?
Mine does. Do you want me to grab it?
Also-
Because I actually dropped it earlier, so I know exactly where it is.
I could not remember what magnets look like. When you said traditional magnets, I was like, there's traditional magnets?
I could have said like Acme magnets or like Wile E. Coyote magnets, those big
Yeah.
red ones. Yeah.
Hmm.
Man. All right.
Pin cushions are traditionally tomato shaped.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Yep.
Mine looks like a tomato.
Katya's
Yeah,
got it, then.
magnets.
What do you
All
mean
right.
Canadian magnets?
Horseshoe magnets.
I'm in.
Shit. Okay, this is mine.
Oh,
This was
yeah.
mine.
That's definitely Katya's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She even has the plug in at the right place.
I mean,
Yeah,
I only have one outlet, but still.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
but
only
still
one. The
right.
other thing was where the legs were coming off, but I couldn't even start to describe that. I was just like, it's got 2 magnet feet. That's it.
But I understood your top of the bulb thing, like
You missed the wheels.
right off the.
Yeah, I didn't describe them. There was no time.
Yeah.
All right. Points are definitely Katya with 3 for sure. Chris got 2. Grant got 1.
All right.
Hold on, I need a napkin thing.
God, these are really tricky.
How many rounds do we do?
I've got 6 more, so 10 rounds.
Okay.
You got
My
time to
board's
make up
getting
some.
so gray.
You got some time to make up some points. Yeah, that was pretty spot on.
Okay.
All right, we're all good. Oh, I gotta do that timer again. Is Chris sleeping?
Nope. I'm drawing a waffle iron just in case. Okay.
Open.
See? I got it ready.
I really hope there's one there.
I got it ready.
That's good. Incorporate that
That's
into
like a
your
beaver
into your
tail.
drawing. You ready?
No, I'll put it off to the side.
Okay. Ready?
Yep.
Go. All right. This is. I don't even know what to consider this. It's like a gorilla. It's hunched over like a gorilla, shorter back legs, longer front legs, with like, the fist for the front legs. The back feet are backwards. They're actually facing the wrong way. And each of the legs are segmented at the knees. Its body has a compartment for a smaller robot to sit in, like he's controlling this thing. It's got, all I see is a robot kind of body with a round or oval kind of domed head with like a little antenna on the top of its head. And then the gorilla's head you can make up. It looks like Mickey Mouse ears and a face with 2 hook teeth. I don't know. That's a minute.
What?
What in the world?
I'm
Yeah.
going to go ahead and
Look.
bow out of this one.
Good luck with this one. Shit.
Oh, but wait, there's more.
These are brutal,
Oh.
man.
Yeah. I did not get it.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Probably Chris, I'm thinking.
Well, you did what I described. I didn't say that the body, like, he sat in it, but this sucks.
It's Chris.
I'll go ahead and take my
Yeah.
1 point.
Can we see what it was?
Yeah, no, I'm just doing my points before you start soliciting.
Oh,
man.
wow. So he was sitting on the top.
He was like in it, right? There was a little compartment
Yeah.
for him to be sitting in.
Oh.
I think you started describing that guy right after you said something about his body, so I just assumed he was in the body.
Yeah.
Wow, that was Way off.
Wow,
Yeah, we're
there's
gonna
a gong
bring the
again.
description on that one.
All right, so Chris got 2, Katya got 1. Sorry, 2. Chris got 3, Katya got 2, Grant got 1.
I mean, but really, we all got 0.
Sure.
No,
Sure.
I think that on that one, Michael got 0.
Yeah.
I mean, I described it.
Not
That was
well.
rough. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10,
Just start
11.
drawing different.
So right now we got 9, 11, and 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, it's close though. Grant, you got 9. Katya, you got 11. Chris, you got 10.
Sorry.
It's bad luck to count your chips mid game.
You weren't counting. I was letting you know. All right. Next one. Ready?
Yep.
What the shit? All right. The body of it is a book, an open book, like with the spine and think of an open book, but you're looking at it from the backside, like the book is open to somebody else, not to you. It has what I don't know. A fuzzy 8-eyed head coming out of the center of it, like the inside of the book, and then these
it's like
2
in
long
the book,
necks.
it's not above it.
Like the top of the book. Like the book is
Okay.
open. You're looking at the back side of the book. And from the inside of the book, you see this fuzzy head with a bunch of eyes. And then off the top of that are these 2 necks that are connected to the back of what looks like a TV set with antennas, like old school antennas. But the TV screen are just 8 teeth, 4 on top, 4 on bottom. It's got a dino tail coming out the back and rockets as legs.
What? Wait.
There's like legit 1 minute is so brutal, man. Yeah,
Hold on.
Ugh, that's insane.
I need to erase
it's
my.
really brutal.
That was awful. I ran out of room.
I'm going to need you to start with whatever the middle of it is because
I mean, I
ran
did.
out of room.
Yeah, those are pretty. I like the rockets as the feet though, Grant. That's pretty spot on.
Yeah, those were good.
Hey, thanks.
Like rockets, like I thought you meant like the rocket engines. You mean like
When I
actual
looked at the timer,
rockets?
there was 2 seconds left, so I just threw out that there were rockets. Like it was brutal. This is actually it's not as bad as you think. Really isn't.
2 net.
Considering we all had to redo the book for the orientation part.
Yes.
All right, I got my points in.
Okay. Oh.
Big old teeth.
Wow.
Right? Like there's the book open, there's the rocket feet, there's your tail, there's your fuzzy
Oh.
head with your
I
All right.
actually got the little 2 feet you didn't describe, but I didn't get the rockets.
right.
You see those little things? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I see them. Oh man. All right. Well, I gave Katya 3, Grant 2, Chris 1.
I'll take it.
Not your best drawing, Chris. You could have done better.
Should have known better. Oh no, where am I?
So 11, 14.
If I had had the
11.
tail,
Tail
Maybe you
was
could
good.
describe like the position that they're in.
You could also go get your copy and start doing it.
That was supposed to be you describing tonight.
All right.
Yep,
So
that's fine.
currently, because I'm running out of room on my scoreboard, I'm putting 11, 14, and 11 and erasing
Rabbit
these.
ear antenna, yeah.
All
I
right.
like how the comments are correcting your descriptions.
Yeah, that's
You
Okay,
you
that
can get
rabbit
more
ear
description in if you take out the first 10 seconds of cussing. I'm just saying.
I think that's helping. Ready? Wait, hold on.
Yeah, that'll help. What's
Yeah.
in
All
that?
right,
Clarity juice.
yeah, it helps. It helps. 1 minute is rough,
Right.
man. Holy shit. All right. Fuck. Really? This is like it. It's got another Transformer-esque quality to it. It's legs are, he's kneeling. One leg is down. The other leg is like foot down and bent at the knee. The body doesn't matter. He's got two eyes with no other facial features on this small oval head and a big cone as the like, think of a cone head. It's got 4 snake-like heads coming out of its back. 2 are going up, 2 are going down, and there are 2 on either side. It's right and it's left. And then those things, they look like the face of the Joker with horns.
I don't have that much room, man.
Legitimate. Well, I'm giving you, throw as many details as you can in there. I don't know what else to give you. That's a minute.
The snake looks like the Joker. What?
That's what I thought.
Man, that's not far from what I just did.
Oh yeah, we're pretty close.
Yeah.
They both are better than mine. I did not know what you were trying to describe.
I don't know what I was trying to describe either,
Yeah,
Grant.
so I just went with
3 points. Right
3
there.
points for Grant. Yep. It was brutal. It was
Yeah.
brutal.
Yeah, I had something and I erased it and went with fuck you. So
Yeah, it's pretty accurate. It's pretty accurate.
Yes. Wait,
yeah.
I need to change mine now. I don't know. We could just throw insults. I'm doing it wrong.
I mean, you could definitely throw insults. I'm fine with that. All right, my points are in.
So what
All
do
right.
we have to work with here? Ooh. Okay.
Right, like
looks
he's
kinda like-
kneeling, right? He's bent at the knee. He's got this
Yeah.
weird face with just eyes, and then this cone head, and then 4 snakes
I mean,
that
that's
look
just
like Joker heads.
Jeez. I actually think Cathia's might be a little bit more on the Transformer side.
So Grant's got 3. Kathy's got 2. Chris has 1. Chris looks more human than robot, and these are
Yeah.
robots, right? So
Yep.
Grant, well done.
Saying it's Transformer like doesn't give me anything to draw though. It's just like
I
it's
start
got
describing
legs.
it, like
like
that should help you a little bit
square,
think about
thing.
boxiness and right the feet and
Yeah.
everything.
Guess so.
You were right about the description of the Joker snake heads, but by that point the snakes were so small.
Right.
I'm like that I can't draw that face.
Like I
Yeah.
totally didn't tell you anything about that fist right there or this like
No.
sound wave or shock wave kind of thing that's there, but I mean in a minute. All right, here we
Just
go.
start saying the snakes.
To anybody who hasn't played this game before, it's normally 2 minutes. So
Yeah.
cutting that in half is tough.
Yeah,
I know,
it's
but
really
you know,
Hey,
Really?
if you want to extend it. Make it a minute and a half.
Okay.
Make it 2 minutes.
I'm pretty sure
The other-
I'm pretty sure Grant is winning right now.
the other
Oh well, then
thing,
you should
though,
definitely change the rules.
No, Kathy,
you
you're
get-
winning.
you get a certain amount of
Katya
time
has
to look at the
16,
card.
I have 14. Christian has 12.
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh.
16,
Oh,
14.
well, then
and
we
12.
should definitely change the rules.
Nope. So the way you play it though is the person who's being the eyewitness gets to look at the card for a certain amount of time. Then they have time without looking at the card to describe what they saw to the sketch artists. So
Yeah.
you don't get to look at it and describe it. So I figure while you're looking at it and describing it, you get a minute. GoBot was closer. I'll agree. Definitely a GoBot, not a Transformer. All right, 1 minute. Next card. Ready? All right. You're not going to believe me, but it's a fucking toaster with 2 pieces of bread. One is being buttered with jelly. One is being buttered with or spread with jelly. One is being spread with peanut butter. It's got 2 really thin arms coming out, and at the end of each arms are knives that they're using to spread the jelly and peanut butter with. Next to it is a jar of jelly and a jar of peanut butter. The jelly's on the left, the peanut butter's on the right. It's got 2 feet in the front that look like they're wearing sneakers. It's got the lever on the right that lets the bread go down into the toaster. It's got 2 eyes that look like they would be like meters, like, crispness meters. And then its mouth is a dial where you would set like how dark you want it to burn. That should be pretty easy for you guys.
Should it now? That was a shit ton of crap you just said.
Was
I
that
got
the
a minute.
dinner?
Trying to get it all in there.
Whew.
I don't even know what's happening.
No, I know. I lose everything, so I get it.
Oh, that was better. Chris should get 3.
That one's pretty good. I mean, Katia, if you put the face on the front of the toaster, you probably would have.
It is on the front of the toaster.
No, like the front.
That's
facing.
the side then. I put it on the same front as Chris. You
Yeah, I
realize
said the
that?
side had the lever to put the bread in, and the.
That's where it would be. Your
No, you'll
levers
see.
are not on the side.
You'll see. You'll
Not
see.
Canadian toasters.
Oh, shush.
I think I gotta give it a Chris.
Yeah, I think so. Just show us.
Yeah, but no, now I'm thinking Grant or you.
He hates giving me points.
I
Yeah,
hate
but
giving
Grant
you
doesn't
points.
have any bread at all.
No bread on Grant.
No bread, no jam.
This
no
is why I
pink
don't want to
bread.
listen to you guys, and I want to do the
I
points
gave
first.
up carbs. I'm not allowed to draw bread.
Yeah,
That's true.
I think
See?
I think it's Chris on this. It has to be.
Yeah, Chris has 3. Kathy, you got 2. Grant, you got 1.
Ooh.
Yeah, Chris
Oh,
is
so
pretty
its
good.
face was on the side, not on the front.
Chris
Well,
is
so I see
pretty
the lever on the side, and the face is on the front.
How do you have your toaster sitting on the countertop?
Like that.
The lever's on the front.
It's on the side.
You're weird.
That's the side. This is the
That
side.
is interesting. Which one is the side and the front?
Let's ask the audience. I'm also gluten-free, Steven. He's saying Grant's gluten-free.
It's still close. Grant and Chris are tied at 15. Kathy, you've got 18. 2 more. Minute timer. All right, ready? Erased? Ready to go?
Yep.
Let's go.
All right. This is it's got like so I'm gonna start at the feet. The feet is one set of tread, like think of tank treads, right? Like what a tank has is whatever those things are called. Its body is I don't know, an oval body with upside down triangle as like a power button in the front. It's got 2 thin arms coming out of where the shoulders would be. Its left arm is a 3-pronged claw. Its right arm is a drill bit, like you'd go through rock with. Its head is a jar, like a glass jar containing a brain. And then it's got some, like, I don't even know what to call for its mouth. It's like a hole, and it's spitting some kind of laser.
Things are going downhill here, folks.
Yeah. It's a good thing there's only 1 more left.
This is so awful.
This is very bad. That's pretty accurate. That's also pretty accurate. I don't want to give it a Chris, guys. You're killing me.
Wow, we don't have a choice.
He sucks.
See, he even admits he doesn't want to give me the points.
I mean, I
Oh,
don't.
we
I'm
already
trying to
knew
find
that.
all the reasons why I shouldn't, but oh man. All right. All right, my points are in. Here's what it actually looked like.
Nice.
It's like
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't say they were up. But I wouldn't knock points off if you didn't put them up, right? It's based on what I explained. Oh, man. I think I got to switch it. All right. So, yeah. Grant, you got 1. Katya, you got 2. Chris, you got 3.
Woo.
I'm not happy about it.
I know.
All right, so going into the final card, Grant, you're at 16. Katya, you're at 20. Chris, you're at 18. Oof.
So I can only hope to tie with Katya.
Oh, you can beat it. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
or tie with Grant.
Oh, he's trying to win.
It's not going to happen. I control the points.
Hey, don't give me the win.
Mm.
Honest.
All right, ready? Last one.
Yes.
All right, this is, oh my God. It's like it's like a dodo bird kind of thing. Don't go yet. It's got a traffic light sideways for a head. Right? Traditional red, yellow, green traffic light, but it's sideways, not up and down. Its neck is like a segmented ostrich or turkey neck. It goes, like traditional neck into a fat body. It's got 2 short arms. All 4 legs are touching the floor. Think T-Rex arms in the front, big turkey leg kind of robotic things for the back legs. And it's got almost like peacock feathers on the back end of it. Color doesn't matter, obviously, but that's
What did
I
you
got.
say was at the front?
Like T-Rex arms,
Oh, okay.
but they're all touching the ground. And that's a minute. It doesn't feel like a minute. It really doesn't.
It seems like it's missing a lot, but
It's probably not dodo-like at all, but that's the first thing that came to my head. Then I went to turkey, and I don't know what else. Ostrich neck? I don't know what else I said. Yeah, the finger's good. That's going to help you get points.
You said something about a feather. I have a feather in the back.
I do
Might not
see the
look like a
feather.
feather,
You are the only one with the feather in the back.
That's a feather?
That's a
I mean,
downward
An
feather.
attempt at a feather.
Ooh. Looks like it's relieving itself.
Both Grant and Katya have the traffic light the right way. Chris does not.
Did you
Chris
say
has
it
way
was
too
sideways?
many legs.
You
Yeah,
said
there's
4
only
legs.
supposed to be 4 legs.
Yeah.
You said 4 legs and 4 arms.
No.
No, I didn't. I said 2
did.
short arms and 2 turkey legs.
Mm.
And there's definitely a differentiation between the legs and Katya's. It looks like a horse. Man, that's...
There's a differentiation between the legs and mine, too.
Yep.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, I see that. That's going to get you the 1 point that you deserve. Oh, man. Yeah, I think I gotta... I think Grant's getting the 3.
Ooh.
Katya's getting the 2, and Chris is getting the 1. Just because your body looked like the bodies were a little, well, whatever. Here's the thing. I agree,
Here's the
Shannon.
thing.
Chris's is horrifying.
Oh, it looks more
Oh.
like a turkey altogether.
I mean, I said turkey legs. I started with dodo. I think I went to ostrich, and then I went to turkey.
It's got the turkey feather thing.
Yeah.
I said peacock
sure.
feathers, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got the right light orientation there.
Yeah, you did. Wow, that was tough.
A lot
When
of
you
these
said light sideways, I thought you meant you're looking at a light, turn it sideways.
Oh.
Yeah,
Not that it was, yeah.
sideways.
Got it.
You know,
All right.
funny
so
thing
after
is,
that
in
fun-
Canada, all of our lights are this way. So,
Are they?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I guess, yeah. Hey, that was fun. All right, so end game scoring here is Katya with 22, Chris with 19, and Grant with 19.
Whoa!
Oh.
Not done on purpose. That was legit. I wasn't
I
trying.
feel good. I wasn't in last. That's all I needed.
true.
There you go.
You were both in last.
That's fine with me as long as I'm not there by myself.
Yep. So that was Monstrosity. Wow.
I love
Yeah,
Monstrosity.
the robots one is tough.
And I just shuffled out. Like I don't know if I opened up the robot expansion and just put it in here. I didn't think I did. Apparently I did.
Yeah, I didn't know we were doing robots like the first one.
I didn't either. Yeah, see, there's just regular ones in there.
Oh.
Oh, that would have been good to draw if I gave you a tie hanging off its crotch. Damn it.
Yep.
Shit. Next time. I
Well-
guess I put the robot one in here. I don't know.
All right.
And now I'll put it back. So yeah, that was Monstrosity. Good job. As always.
That's fun and difficult.
It
Yeah,
is
that
a
is-
fun game.
Shannon said Grant would have won if he was just flicking balls in a cat's mouth. Just saying. Nice.
There you go.
That's a good
Such
drawing.
great game.
That is a good drawing. I like it.
Oh, I didn't see it.
3 points.
I wasn't paying attention. Nice.
Yeah, he's trying to make up for his points there.
That's all right. You
3
still
points.
didn't win.
That's extra credit points, right?
Nope.
For the win?
Nope. There was no tiebreaker. Only if you tied for first, there would have been a tiebreaker. Yeah, I think it's fun. It's a really, really great game. And I think the way that we just make it chaotic with the 1 minute timer, and then the same person is constantly doing it. And that it's fun when it goes around the table and it's not always the same person being the witness, but we get a kick out of it. It creates some fun drawings anyway.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Well,
Yeah.
thanks for Oh. Thanks for coming on the show to tell us about what you do in
Yeah,
the
of
board game
course.
space. And hopefully everybody who's watching will go and click follow and subscribe on your channels. And
Thank
for those that are going to BGGCon, you can catch a show or two of great comedy. And
You going to PAX?
Yeah,
I'll be
you're
at
going
PAX.
to-
Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome.
We got to connect to PAX.
I would love
It
to.
might be at PAX.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Are you having a show at PAX?
No, I'm just doing a bunch of
Oh, okay.
meetings.
Do you know what the next show after BGGCon is?
I'll be in Boise doing the show the end of November.
The board game show or your
I'll be doing my
show?
normal show, but then I go a night early to do the board game show. So
Oh.
that's a lot of times what I do is when I'm going to be in a place for my normal comedy, I'll go early and do my board game show
Nice.
at a shop or a cafe or something, you know?
That's cool.
Yeah.
What two presidents are in the Washington crossing the Delaware painting?
Oh, that's
Huh.
I mean, obviously Washington.
Yeah. And
You
so
say
then
that, but
Well,
I'm
he's
gonna say-
standing-
I'm gonna guess James Monroe as the other one because I know he was in the Revolutionary Army.
well, it's not Adams.
Yeah, I don't know. What Adams didn't fight, but James Monroe did.
oh, he said you're right with
Yeah,
Monroe.
that's what,
Look at that.
yeah. So
And yes,
I
the
didn't
other
know
one-
that, but that made logical sense.
Yeah,
well done.
Yeah. Nice.
impressive. Impressive.
Hey.
The more you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the more
the more
you
you
know.
know.
You learn something new. Every show, you learn something new.
Yeah.
All right. Well, fun show. Yeah. So, like Katia said, you're where people can see you, all that stuff. We have some links on the description. And go see you at BGGCon.
Yeah. Thanks
Yep.
so much for having me, everybody.
Nice.
Yeah,
That was fun.
Come on, Grant.
That was super fun.
Yeah, I always enjoy hanging out with all of you in person or online.
Likewise.
We'll do it again, and you can do the Monstrosity descriptions.
Okay.
You can torture
Sure.
us.
Do you guys
next
play
time.
that one every episode, or do you just
No.
switch it up?
Yeah,
We
we
We have a
all
couple
kinds of
go-tos.
things.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
one of them. It's hilarity, really.
for sure.
Yeah, it had actually been a while since we played that one. Yeah.
Good.
All right. Well, with that, Jan, we'll be out.
Yeah.
I know
Bye, everybody.
Poor guy was sick. Thanks for coming on anyways, but yeah.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right, bye.